Hello guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Flavorful Bay. So, this video is about my January TBR and my January personal curriculum. So, my January TBR has been entirely inspired by Yulani from Lani's Library on YouTube and the Anti-Brain Rot Challenge by Janine. Her name is The Story Ain't Over on social media. So these are where my books are, because these aren't usually what I read, but this year I'm aiming to read very widely, and that's why I'm taking up the anti-brain rot challenge. So there is this video by Yulani, I'll link it down below, where she explains her recommendations for summer. So these are my books. I have them written down so that I don't forget. My article or essay, I'm not yet sure about that. Probably going to do something on African history, African culture, and I'm just going to read on Substack because there are a lot of nice, really good Substack writers. And historical fiction is The Great Believers by Rebecca Mackay. I honestly have no idea what any of these books are about, but they sounded interesting in the video, so I'm going to expound on the ones that I can expound on. And then for romance, we have A Tropical Rebel Gets the Duke by Adriana. I'm also going to be doing a memoir. I've never done a memoir in my life. I honestly, up till recently, I had no idea what a memoir is. So there's a memoir. It's Born a Crime by Trevor Noah. I wanted to do Unbound by this Kenyan lady, Wangari Maathai, but I'm kind of holding back on that one because I want to do it for my personal curriculum next month, I think. Okay, so I'm also going to be doing a middle grade book. There was an option between graphic novel, a play, or a middle grade book. I was honestly stuck between Romeo and Juliet and this book, but I picked this middle grade book. It's called When Life Gives You Mangoes by Nareen Getten. So I'm supposed to also read a book by a black author who isn't dead. It's just a black author who's like really old, and Beverly Jenkins. Yulani talks about Beverly Jenkins all the time, and I am in love with Yulani, so I'm basically going to try Beverly Jenkins. So I'm going to try her one series, the Women Who Dare series. That's the series I'm going to try. And the Women Who Dare series compiles of Rebel, Wild Rain, and To Catch a Raven. I'm also going to do a video on Christmas books because I never got to read Christmas books last year's Christmas. Oh my god, crazy. I never got to read Christmas books, and so I want to do a video on Christmas books. And these are the books I'm picking for that video. There'll be Good Spirits by B.K. Borison. I've heard a lot about it. I don't even know what it's about. I just know that it's a romance, I think. Yeah, it's a romance, and everybody's talking about it. Well, was during Christmas. There's The Christmas Guest by Peter Swanson. I saw that one's a thriller. There was also a horror, but I feel like let's ease ourselves into it. So we're going to try a thriller. And I know I've tried thrillers before and they just didn't work out. So we're going to try this one. It looks really fun, actually. And then the last one is Tis the Season for Revenge by Morgan Elizabeth. Those are the books I'm hoping to read in January. Although, let me just disclose that this month is going to have a lot, because I'm trying to come up with a system for this year that just helps me make the most of my days. Help me be super productive. Because I'm really trying my best to stay off social media for this year. So I'm only on social media for my work. So I'm trying very hard to stay off social media, and I'm hoping that it's going to give me more time in my day. That way I can finish these books. Because how many books are these? These are 10 books. And I might want to read other books, obviously, because I probably won't stick to this list. And also, this month, I'm going to be having exams for school. And let me just disclose that I was supposed to be studying during the holiday, but I got so caught up with my event because it was on the 12th of December, so I was working on that. Then once that one was done, I started this cake mass series. So I was there. Like, that isn't really an excuse, but it did take up most of my time. And I was also doing my 2026 prep, which honestly I'm still doing, but we're going to figure things out. I'm hoping. I have exams. Oh my god, I'm so scared, but like, we can do this. Come on. For the curriculum, I had initially decided to do monthly, curriculums, and I had done it last year for November. I did a monthly curriculum, but I actually never got to do anything about that curriculum. I didn't study at all, actually, now that I think about it. So I've decided that this time I'm going to do my curriculums in seasons. So yeah, I'm going to use the seasons that people experience in like America and the US. So spring, summer, winter, autumn, then winter. So for 4 seasons, yeah. I think summer starts in March. March. So January and February, I'm going to do a joint curriculum. Okay. My topics are French, crocheting, African history, and finance. Yes. For each topic, I have like subtopics, resources, and objectives by the end of the season. So, French, my subtopic is pronunciation. I'm going to learn how to pronounce words in French, and I'm also going to learn like basic French terms like bonjour. That's the only one I know. So, my resource, YouTube, I found like a cute like cartoon YouTube page where they do like a yeah, two siblings are just like annoying everybody in that neighborhood, something like that. It's actually really, really fun. And I'll be using French Pod 101 for basic words and Comme in France. I don't know if I'm saying that wrong, right? The lady who was saying it was like, Comme en France. And the objective is to learn how to pronounce basic phrases in French. So I could like maybe do a video of me talking in French, like to you, like introducing myself, being like, Je m'appelle Johari. I live in, stuff like that. And then there's crocheting. So my subtopics, like what I'll be doing, my main doing for January and February is basic crochet stitches. And my resource is the University of YouTube. So my objective is to make a bookmark. I don't know if my objective works with my what I'm learning, but we'll figure that out as we go. But I'm hoping to make a bookmark at the end of this. So the other one is African history. I don't really have subtopics because I'm only reading this book that I haven't ever completed since I don't know when. I got it a long time ago and I'm still reading it. But hey, I feel like I'm making progress. So I'm here. I have this much left. So my aim, my objective is to complete this book by February. So add this book to the list of books we're reading. So then finance. Remember that report I was talking about in my previous video? The report that was supposed to be done by 31st of December 2025. Yeah, it was a finance report. So I'm supposed to write a report on like investing methods. I don't know what to call them, investing stuff. So like stocks, bonds, MMFs, and ways in which I can do them, like the organizations I need to talk to, the apps I need to download, stuff like that. Like that's because I'm supposed to do it myself. So that's the whole like report. That's what the report is on. So I'm planning to do that in January and February. So I have a website that I'm going to be using as my resource. It's called How Can I Start Investing by Wealth Insights Kenya, or like Wealth something Kenya. It's a nice link. I've been using it. It's only about investing because that's what I'm focusing on for this month, for this period. And my objective is to start investing. So like I already opened a CDS. Is it a CDC? CDC or a CDS? A CDS account. So I already have a CDS account up and running. That was like last year's result for finance done. So now I just need to actually invest, like figure out what the heck am I doing. So that's the objective. Those are my topics for January and February curriculum. I'm really hoping that I do them. Really, really hoping. That's it for today. That's my personal curriculum and my January TBR. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and tell me what do you plan for 2026. Y'all, maybe I should drop out of my course and be like an advertiser. Ehihi, Nurasharia Ifuku.